Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. We are getting ready to head on out to the gym. Today is a back and tricep session, so I will see you guys there. Alright everyone, time for another voiceover. It's been a couple of hours now since I wrapped up this workout, so the start of the day I actually warmed up on the Stairmaster as well as doing some lighter weight for this particular exercise and some pull-ups. So this is probably my second or third working set with this weight. Additionally, it took me a little bit longer because I did do my cardio at the end of my workout after my pose down. Went ahead and did 3 miles just because I know I'm not going to do a ton of extra walking throughout the day. Pretty much just around the house. Probably going to do laundry today, take advantage of it. And then lots of walking to and from the food table, if you know what I mean. So really wanted to make sure that I got all of my steps in and things of that nature. You'll see, like, my back was done for already by this point. Did not want to do any more pull-ups, so just tried to get a couple in. Really only use pull-ups for my warm-up work. I used to actually do the assisted machine and work my way up to my body weight, but now I primarily just do my body weight for pull-ups. You see I also have my straps on for this set because I did bump the weight up. The weight that I'm moving there is pretty close to my body weight, so I find that the straps help me just so that I'm not moving a ton or coming up off the seat a ton. Then I went ahead and bumped the weight back down, squeezed out a couple more, and then moved on to some unilateral work towards the end. Our next exercise is going to be these seated rows. Once again, I really like this particular attachment just because I find it helps me get a lot deeper when I am pulling it into my stomach. Yeah, same thing as the lat pull down. Pretty much the same working weight, and then I did bump it up at the end and use my straps just to squeeze out a couple of more. As you can see also in the background throughout the video, Bryce did go to the gym with me again. He met me up there. Also, my barber was there. Bryce worked out with me. Barbara was doing chest today, so didn't work out together. But I did see him throughout the gym as we were working out. I didn't record any of Bryce's sets, but you will see him in the background throughout the video. Up next, we do have these rope pushdowns for our triceps. Like I've said in the past, I do like working my back and triceps on the same day, and then my chest and biceps on the same day. This is, once again, just because most chest movements use your tricep in some way, so I like to include my bicep for that day. And then most back movements also include your bicep, so I like to include my tricep on that day. Just so that my tricep doesn't give out or my biceps don't give out and like restrict any of my chest or back movements. This was our last set of these, which was a drop down set. So started with 120 and then slowly made my way down to I think 60 or maybe even 40 pounds with minimal rest in between. Since Bryce was there with me today, he was able to adjust the weight when I let the stack down. Our last back exercise for today was this high row machine. I've actually been enjoying these types of machines when it comes to any kind of back work. Started off with one plate and then moved on to 2 plates per side, and then I actually put on a 25 also at some point throughout this. You'll see me take it off just so that I could squeeze out a couple more reps. Don't think I use my straps for this movement. Again, I try not to use my straps for everything just because using your straps will take your forearms out of the movement. And while that's good so that you could do as much as possible, you don't want it to be something that you rely on all the time. You don't want your forearms to lag behind or anything like that. You also want to build up strength with that. It'll help with your gripping, especially when you're trying to move heavier weight. Our last recorded exercise for today is this rear delt fly. I know some people really like to include these as part of their back just because it does hit your traps and your traps are above your back, but that is completely different, as well as the primary focus for me is my rear delt for this, so just more of a shoulder workout for me. Again, really like doing the exercise like this because of just the way that it moves, as opposed to when my chest is on the pad and doing both arms at once. Like I've said in other videos, I've found that I could actually move more weight like this as opposed to when my chest is on the pad, so that was good also.
thinking you finna struggle more because you were like,
Then gonna go ahead, lastly, hit a quick little pose down, quick little pump check. By this point, we finished up our back workout. There was some exercises that we didn't record and include in the video, like our core, as always. Also didn't record doing any cardio or nothing like that. Pretty self-explanatory if you ask me. But the green room was open again today. Gym was pretty light. More people did start flowing in as the morning went on, but when we got there, it was right at opening. I think I was like the third or fourth person even in the gym. And no classes were being run today, so we are back in the green room. Just hitting a couple of poses, checking everything out. Again, I really have been enjoying looking these back over while I'm, like if I'm watching them again or even while I'm editing the video, just because I really get to see mostly my back and like how things are looking. So thank you guys so much for watching. You can see Bryce stretching the back. Hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. Bye. Alright everyone, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Spend time with your family. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Hopefully y'all get lots of protein in. And hopefully the Lions win today. No video tomorrow. It is a rest day. So I will see you guys on Saturday.